Hello everyone, today we have new video review, and as you can see, this time we are going to check fresh release from ICM. This is a new kit which is molded in 1/32 scale, and as you can see, this is not an aircraft kit. This novelty actually features USA Air Force pilots from 1941-1945 in big scale. And as far as you can guess, on the box art we can see 3 guys, so I guess there are 3 pilots included into this kit. It is quite interesting that ICM decided to go into this genre, I would say, because as far as I remember they don't have any 1/32 scale kits available. So my guess is that they hint on usage of those figurines with recent bomber releases in huge scale. But of course it will be up to you how you use those pilots. Maybe you can use them with some fighter kits. And I mean, the main point here is that ICM, as far as I remember, they don't have any 1/32 scale US Air Forces kits. Nevertheless, this is a fresh kit, fresh model. It should be already on sale, available, and you can get it in any good model shop. As far as I know, ModeliMax should have it already available for sure, so I recommend to go there and order it there if you want. And we have commercial samples, so it means you'll get exactly the same kit if you order it from any good model shop. So here you can see the box art. As you can see, we have this nice drawing of 3 pilots walking away from the aircraft. And by the way, here this aircraft hints on what might be useful with this kit. Here you can see comparison with my hand. It's not that big box. It's a typical box for ICM. Let's zoom in a bit. And then on the side here, you can see some information about the kit. So plastic kit for 3 figures, and there are 25 plastic parts for those 3 figurines. Of course, paints and glue are not included. Here is no surprise. And here you can see also which pilots are included. So I'm not sure why this pilot is shown from back and front and those only from the front. So we will have to check this kit. And the box structure is typical for ICM, so we have color printed top section. Just give me a second. So here you can see it is quite thin, so it's a cover, I would say. And then we have sturdy white cardboard box. So even though box is not that big, usually, I mean, we are used to see such box structure in bigger boxes, but here it is featured as well. So let's open it. And here's what we can see inside. So as you can see, some cardboard goes away because it's completely fresh kit. Let's bend it a bit. So there is only one plastic sprue, assembly manual on the bottom, and that's pretty much all. What we are going to do now is to open this plastic sprue and take a look at all parts. So just give me a second. Meanwhile, let me remind you that you can support us financially. It is quite easy because it is done by pressing the donate button on our website and choosing the amount you would like to send us via PayPal. So it is done via PayPal, it should be quite safe. And as I said, you will be the one who will decide how much we will get as a donation from you. And be sure that all this money will be used for new photo and video equipment. Now we are collecting money for new streaming device, which will help us improve our live streams, and they will be done with help of this camera, which is now shooting the daily reviews. So if you would like to help this cause, just click the donate button and choose the amount you will send us via PayPal. So here we can see one and only plastic sprue. This one carries all 25 parts for 3 figurines. And parts division is typical. I would say it's similar to what we are used to see in 1/35 scale, so here is no surprise. And it means we will get separately molded legs, also separately molded hands, separately molded torso, and of course separately molded heads. But note that with heads we have, I would say not a problem, but we have thing to keep in mind, because some heads are molded together with heads. So you have to be careful while painting them, because for example this one comes only with head pre-molded, so you won't be able to remove it, you won't be able to modify it somehow, unless you go really serious changes. And I'm not sure why this helmet is included here. whether it was used or not, but as you can see, it might be an option for one of the pilots, because we have cap here, we also have this hat, and we have this helmet. So I guess one of the pilots should have assembly option for different thing on his head. Next, another interesting thing is that here and here and here hands are promoted together with parachutes, so you won't be able to assemble those pilots without parachutes, and of course you will have to be careful while painting all this stuff. Maybe even cut through some small hole in order to copy the hand on the parachute, because otherwise it won't be that realistic. And here, by the way, you can see also another part of the parachute as far as I understand, or maybe that's a life vest. And as you can see, it is quite realistic because it features pre-molded belts which are bent realistically, and they should look good after careful painting. Of course, there are no guiding elements inside, so it means you have to be extra careful while combining all this stuff together, and I wouldn't say it's a difficult task, but just keep it in mind that there are no guiding pins or any other helpful elements which might be handy during assembly. Now let's zoom in even more so that we can do the zoom session, because here it is worth taking a careful look at all those parts, and let's do the zoom. So you just saw all those parts closer, but I would like to show the facial features of those pilots, because I guess they were not that easily visible on the previous zoom session, so it's worth taking them even closer to the camera. Now you should be able to see them. So here is the first head. This one is molded without any head, so you can combine it with any of the let's say available options. Here you can see the one which features pre-molded head, but what I like here is that out of the box we get quite realistic facial features, so it's really cool, and after some careful painting it should look even better. And here you can see the third pilot which is included into this kit. And by the way, note the level of pre-molded detailing on the torso, it looks really amazing, so don't hesitate to spend some time on the painting. Note that on the back we have the special pre-molded section, plain section I would say, for this part. Just let me show you for the life vest. And by the way, here you can appreciate the life vest molding quality. Of course, you can replace those if you want to do even more modifications. You can replace belts with steel belts from Edward. I guess it is possible to do it somehow, but it will be quite a tricky job to do. And I think even in this state, out of the box kit looks really good. Nevertheless, we have one more bonus on the bottom of this box. It's a small brochure, actually just a one paper sheet with printed assembly manual. Here we have the parts map on the first page. We also have the paints chart, safety advice in Russian and English, and also address of the manufacturer. Note that as far as I remember, actually here we do have numbers for the parts, for the figurine parts, so I guess parts map won't be that crucial, I would say. And here you can see also the assembly manual for both figurines. As you can see, it is combined together with painting guide. And I'm not sure, I don't see a helmet. Actually he has helmet in hand. So as you can see, it won't be put on the head, it will be in his hands. And I don't see any assembly options here. So I guess it's only one fixed option, so you will be able to depict exactly what is shown here in the assembly manual. Otherwise, it is quite understandable, so I think you won't have any difficulties with this. And overall, this is quite nice kit for reasonable money, so if you would like to have a nice diorama in 1/32 scale with your aircraft, this might be a viable option to choose and to add into your project. And of course, I will be happy to hear your opinion about this kit. Write it here in the comment section below. If you like this video, don't forget to press the like button and subscribe to our YouTube channel. And I will see you in the next video review as usual. Bye.